Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble and I'm on these socials here. So not much happening. Today is Sunday, but still I got like one or two free topics here to talk about, and I will spend more time on the gaming deals. So got an interesting thing here, even though I don't think it's worth it, but the idea of putting a M.2 SSD slot on a 4060 Ti seems kind of interesting, to say the least. Mainly because it's mainly about the PCI lanes that the 4060 Ti and the 4060 use. They don't use the full 16 lanes of the PCI slot. And what they did in this case is using they are inactive, so that the traces are there, but they are not used, and taking advantage of that PCI lanes to put an SSD here, M.2 one. In this case, is like a Samsung. Doesn't matter what it is, 2 terabytes. I don't know because I read the article. I'm not sure if this can be like, for example, I don't think so. But if you can put your main drive using this space here, I don't know, because of the wake-up call, how BIOS works, trying to figure out where the primary drive is when it turns on. I'm not sure if he can like search here, because this is like basically a mod. But this is not the first time that this happens, trying to take advantage of unused PCI lanes on a GPU. It was something that was kind of tinkered with, like for a few years ago. A professional Radeon GPU to take advantage of the fact that it didn't use the PCI lanes there. I don't know, because depending, for example, if you're trying to aim to get the fact that the M.2's SSDs can hit a little bit. Supposedly this in this case, this scenario here, it didn't like overheat or get a lot hot, but it's still a worry, because the GPU itself is already a hot component. Sometimes can the 4060, I'm not sure, but it can go about like 60 degrees, and the fact that the board itself can heat a little bit up, and the fact that SSDs, when the chips hit too much, it starts to throttle the performance of the SSD. Here they managed just to lose like 0.1 gigabytes per second on a peak sustained read speed, but I don't know regarding random speeds and everything. That doesn't seem to have like a lot of loss on performance. But it's interesting more how they're going about it. I think they managed to put the cooler with some pads on the SSD like chips there to act like a cooling solution here. I don't know what kind of use you might have for this kind of thing. I don't know, adding another SSD. But for that, I don't know. Seems a little bit weird, but more interesting how they went about it regarding this situation. I'm not sure this is going to get like a full production thing here, but it seems interesting, to say the least. In other news, this is like, I was just reviewing some news here to talk about, and supposedly the new 7000 series CPUs will come with a potential bundle or with Starfield. We have the previous one was with Last of Us Part 1, the CPUs. The GPUs is with the Last Jedi, not Last Jedi, sorry, the Star Wars Jedi Survivor game. I don't know when it finished already. I don't know when they're going to launch a new one, if they are going to. And the fact that already there is for the CPUs no Last of Us Part 1. Supposedly this is on the New X front store. So supposedly will come. The game will come in early September, I think. Trying to remember all these dates here and there. Yeah, I think it's coming like close September. I don't know. I don't know if the fact that they're doing this kind of bundles here, I don't know if it has, like, again, with the thing of having the backlash of the FSR technology here not being activated or being basically exclusive to this kind of partnerships, because Jedi Survivor and I think also The Last of Us 1 Part 1 don't have DLSS, even though I think they're yeah, The Last of Us, I think they have like a mod for DLSS injection. The Star Wars Jedi Survivor, I'm not sure, but for sure somebody already modded the DLSS there. I don't know if Dark went about it, but supposedly, as we already know, it's kind of simple to implement DLSS on the game, especially with the tools that we have nowadays. So I don't know if there is something happening on the backgrounds, that there is, again, no confirmation that is or isn't, that there is a non-answer basically from AMD. The last time we heard not ViewCard, it was WFCCT. I think they did the investigation here and tried to reach out for some comments. But yeah, supposedly Starfield will come with the 7000 series CPUs here, all of them, even the 7600 non-X version. So it will be interesting to see how this is going to go about, and if DLSS is going to be officially supported on this game. Even though Pure Dark, the modder, has been injecting a lot of DLSS technology on a lot of games, especially recent ones. As already said, it's going to is already basically trying to work a way out when it comes out on launch day, to have, if not already, a DLSS mod, at least in the next few days after the launch. At least it's the message that is sent. And lastly, I've been trying to pay quite close attention to Anime Expo of this year, and I said the game that caught my eye better was the Sandland of the feature ones, and this is from Bandai Namco showcase here. And we got a little bit more teasers here and there. This is going to be an open world RPG, something we already were basically suspected here. And there is going to be a lot of tanks and like kind of mech situation here, the jump pod and everything, to like environmental puzzles here to jump around, platforming. This is going to be like an heavy, like the tanks should be more ready for battle than traveling in this kind of sort. Because I think you're going to be able to change between vehicles. I don't know if you can, for example, have like several vehicles attached to it. For example, have like, I don't know, the tank, have a trailer to attach like this kind of robot. I don't know how it's going to work, because the impression they give it's you can basically change vehicles. I don't know if it's going to be like something similar with Dragon Ball, that I think the character called Bulma have the capsule technology, so it's like a pill, you press a button and basically the stuff just appears here, kind of Ant-Man styles kind of thing here. But yeah, there is some footage here. This is from the Bandai Namco showcase, so it's like an hour, but if you watch this on YouTube, it will start right off after the trailer from this game. They show a little bit here and there. There's going to be more stuff on San Diego Comic-Con, July 2023, with some demo on hand. I don't know if they're going to do anything with Steam, launch the demo also at this time. But it's good to see that a lot of companies now they are launching demos before the game launches, so people can have an idea what the game is all about and have like a feel to see if it is for them or not. But yeah, it seems pretty decent. Open world RPG. It is what it is. It's more about the universe here, because it's Akira Toriyama. It's always if you grow up with Dragon Ball like me, you always be a little bit fascinated with what this universe has to offer here. And basically this is for news, not much. We're going for some deals. I focus more on the ones that I already have in my library. I will present some of them, including starting off with XCOM. It's one of those franchises that I like very much. I never played like the original old ones. I got hooked on this one, XCOM Enemy Unknown, and like 80% off if you buy the complete pack, which is like the XCOM Enemy Unknown, so the original base game, the Enemy Within, which is like a big overall on the game itself, and plus the Elite Soldier pack and Slingshot pack, and of course you have mods. Tons and tons of mods, especially here on the Steam Workshop. They are very easy to implement. You have like playlists of a lot of mods. Usually people that do this, they do it in a very easy way. Just put a playlist, you just copy or favorite that playlist after you buy the game, and then when you install the game it auto updates everything, and then it just basically play the game with the mods itself. Even though I always, in this case, I always advise you to play the game without mods, like give it a go without mods to have an idea of the basic gameplay things here, and then usually do a second or even a third one if you get hooked on this with mods and different mods, because a lot of the mods have gameplay differences here. Some of them are incompatible with others because they change the way they change the gameplay mechanics. But yeah, there is a lot of help on the forums if you like to try out this game with mods. And continuing with that, XCOM 2 also, it's basically 90% off, so $5. I'm not sure how the Word of Chosen here, because I already have everything on my library. I don't know how it works here. The bundle info, I pressed there, but there is no price for me. So it's a little bit weird here, but it's 90% off, so it should be around $10. Usually it's that price when they lower this to 90% off. It's got the Word of Chosen, which is pretty good by itself, the expansion, and then you have these little DLCs here to play around with. The base game, the game without the mods, it's pretty good by itself. Very interesting here, and afterwards I already play like two times with different kind of mods. One of the last time I tried to tinker with it was with some mod lists from Christopher Sod. He made a series with like 200 plus mods here, and they worked pretty well. From 200 mods can have some issues from time to time, but not something game breaking. Some of them, for example, a lot of them are cosmetic mods. But yeah, the gameplay ones and like the new enemies, they are awesome because they just turn around how the game is played. Even the strategy layer and the tactical layer can be, they are altered in a lot of ways. But I usually recommend playing the game as it is with the official content, and then play again with the mods. Again, now continue with my library stuff here. We got the Evil Within bundle. This is the first game with the DLC here, so 75% off. Here it shows the prices here, so basically $6. The game, I made a series with this one. The only issue I had was like in the last episode, like in the final battles there, it crashed a little bit here. I don't know if it was at the time because I was recording, but it got me some issues there. But regardless, no problems there. This has been a long some time now, but the game is properly good. Can be a little bit janky because it's not a new game per se, but it's still worth playing. It got some interesting concepts here with Evil Within universe, and how they're going about it, the nightmare stuff, a little bit Freudian stuff there, and Jungian archetypes playing around there. Also, the Evil Within 2, I managed to snag this one also in the promotion exactly like this one, 80% off. I think it was like 6 months ago or something like that, or even the last Summer Games Fest. I managed to pick up this game. I picked it up so I can continue the gameplay series when I upgrade my PC, and this is it's a must buy, not must buy, but it's like well worth buying here. I watch a lot of videos here to try to see if it is a good game. It's got a very positive feedback. It's an improvement on the first one in a lot of ways, and so some people said it's not in other ways. It's like open area instead of like basically just going through the corridors kind of style narrative here. It's got some open areas. You can do like, it has like secondary side quests and everything. But it's an improvement regarding the first game for me. Also, we got Batman Arkham Collection. We got the free games, the free games, the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. I put this ignored. I forgot to put on my wish list again, because now I think it's a little bit better. When it came out, it was a mess, the port. And Arkham Knight Season Pass, everything for $9. If you never played the Arkham trilogy, I really do recommend playing all of them, because this is like it's go through all of them, playing of course Arkham, Asylum, City, and Knight. They are a very good trilogy of the Batman mythos and all the enemies that are there, and how the story, the conflicts and everything. I really do recommend this one. I played the first two games here, and it is a must play for me. Also, we got Alan Wake to give us in preparation already. Gave the deal for Control, the ultimate one. I already have also on my library there. I think it's like $10, the Control Ultimate Edition. I think it's got one DLC, the game, I think. And we got Alan Wake franchise here. It's on the same universe. I don't know what's happening on Control to make the connection here with Alan Wake. I'm not sure. I never played the game. I try to maintain spoiler free, because we are having Alan Wake 2 in a few months from now. So I'm trying to keep myself out of spoilers, and maybe if there is time to make a gameplay series of this game and Control, for me then to play Alan Wake 2. I like very much the first Alan Wake, how they're going about it, and this package has the American's Nightmare and some extra stuff here, 60% off, so $8.50 give or take. So I think it's a good package here with everything included. And lastly, one of the most underrated games of all time, Prey. You can buy the digital deluxe edition. Even the DLC from this game is pretty good, and it's only $10. Immersive sim with a sci-fi theme here, and it's like a sandbox of playability that almost limitless possibilities of how you approach gameplay here. Of course, a lot of stuff is kind of guide you through the story wise, so while you unlock story things here, you can start to get more things unlocked for yourself. But how you're going about it, playing the game, it's basically is as you wish. They give you the tools, and then you go about it using the tools as you wish. This is a very underrated game. This is one of benchmarks for immersive sims, in like how it is in a contained space, and how you can go about it using the tools they give you. It's very interesting here. And basically this is it in terms of gaming deals for today. Tomorrow I will bring you more. There is a lot of stuff we need to go through, but we have until the 13th to get everything that interested me, at least within my wish list and library on Steam. Today we went basically on my library, the ones that I really recommend, and they are on sale. And basically I'm going to wrap up for today, guys, from my GoGetFundMe, for me to upgrade my PC to get better, more content for my private clients and start doing some video stuff for them, and of course in my free spare time do the daily videos with better quality. Also doing some scripted content for me to go on some deep dives, some stuff that I like to talk about. Resume my gameplay series, and of course probably in the near future doing some live streams here and there. And with all that said, guys, hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.